Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Dante Jackson is on IR. Breaking news. I don't have the soundboard. I don't have the CNN music, but breaking news. Dante Jackson has been placed on IR. Before we get into this, man, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. We're trying to get 15K. Let's make that happen. But we got to talk about this. This has some implications that go deeper than just an injury. But let's talk about it. Dante Jackson to IR. He suffered a groin injury late in the Dolphins game. I actually saw that when it happened. I saw him kind of moving funny. He had an MRI on Monday afternoon, which revealed the extent of the injury. I'm reading this off of Panthers.com, and he will be out the remainder of the season. Now, Dante Jackson was a team captain, had 2 interceptions. He has 12 picks in his 4 seasons, which is the most of any player in the 2018 draft class. Also of note, this is why this is important. He will become a unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. All right. Now, we talked about our cornerback depth at length on, we talked about who we're going to keep, whether we're going to keep Donte, we're going to keep Stephon Gilmore. As of right now, as the season progresses, we have Stephon Gilmore, AJ Bouye, CJ Henderson, Keith Taylor, and now Rashawn Melvin. Now, one important piece of information that pertains to Dante Jackson to go into IR is that there's a corresponding move. The corresponding move is that they actually activated Deonte Brown, which we talked about at length. I'm pretty sure somebody in the personnel department somewhere watches our videos, because I swear every time we say something, it ends up happening. Deonte Brown is going to be activated, and I guarantee you he's going to play. Not this week, but whenever, of course, because we're on bye. But when we have the next game, I guarantee he's going to play. I'm positive that he's going to play. And he was on IR, and he had been designated to return from IR. And we're talking about Deonte Brown. He will be back on the roster now. Let's talk about this. I mean, Dante Jackson has had an extensive injury history, bro. This is not anything that's new. I think he's only played 1 full season. Let me see if I can get the confirmation on the numbers on how many games he's actually played. So yeah, he's only played 1 full season. All right. 1 full season his entire career, and that was his rookie season, 2018. He appeared in 16 games. And that's it. Other than that, 2019, he played 13 games. 2020, he played 14 games. And now 2021, he will have the least amount of games he's played in 2020. And that's going to be 12. Now, that doesn't even account for all the games that he left early, because he would try to battle through the injuries, and then he will leave early in games. Obviously, he had gout issues last year in his toes. And now this is a groin, and these things are just adding up. And let me see if I can find the actual injury history. But yeah, I mean, you can't get paid as a top cornerback. Because I thought he was going to get paid. I think had he been able to finish this season and prove that he can actually finish a season healthy, I thought he was about to get a nice little bag. I don't think that's going to be the case anymore, given his injury history. But it's not the toe. No, it's not the toe. It is the groin. It's the groin. So Stephen Gibson, appreciate the super chat. He said, personally, I don't see us resigning Jackson. Well, I think at this point it's going to come at a discount, right? You can't ask for full price given your injury history. So is a team going to be willing to pay him? Maybe. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I do not know. I do not know, bro. So I don't know, man. And again, the timing is convenient here. All these players start the playoff hopes. Again, the playoff hopes have not fully dissipated. There's still a chance that we could make the playoffs. It's very slim. But with these guys going to injury reserve, I think they're kind of packing it in, bro. I think if there was any chance for us to kind of come back from these, you would see these guys take a couple weeks, maybe a week or two to recover. But these guys going to IR just tells me that I don't think, and maybe I'm looking into it too deep, but they could just be packing it in, bro. They could just pack it in. But yeah, Dante Jackson again, just to reset, is going to IR. He has a extensive injury history, bro. I don't know if I'm trying to find an article that's recapping it. But luckily for us, I mean, if there was a position we could sustain the injury uh for, it was cornerback. Like we have cornerbacks that can take his spot. I think you're going to actually see a little bit of a peek into the rotation that you're going to see next year potentially. Obviously, we don't have J.C. Horn, but you could see a peek. You're going to see C.J. Henderson. You're going to see Stephon Gilmore. You're going to see those guys step up. But yeah, it's another season-ending move for the Carolina Panthers. I can't get through my draft content, bro. I was just about to do another draft video. I got one out. Shout out to the Patreon members. If you check the Discord, you will see the video I just posted on Rasheed Walker, left tackle out of Penn State. I got one out, but I can't seem to get through my draft content because we keep announcing injuries during this bye week. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. The injury is a groin injury, different from his toes, different from any other injury he's had. He's never had a groin injury to my knowledge. Let me see if I can find. I'm still looking for his injury history. No, he did have a groin injury before. I apologize. 2019, he had a groin injury. So I'm looking at his injury history on FoxSports.com. He had a groin injury in the past 2019. He missed a couple games. He missed 3 games due to a groin injury in 2019. He missed a game to a hip in 2019. Then he had the toe in 2020. And he had no injury. So this is something he has had before. A groin injury is something he has had before in 2019. So this is not. I don't know. I don't know about surgery. I don't know what's going on, but this is another injury for Dante Jackson. Yep. Dante going to New Orleans. He is from that area. He went to LSU, so he could potentially go to New Orleans. I don't know. But yeah, it's the injuries are mounting. Everything is mounting up for the Carolina Panthers right now. It's unfortunate, bro. It's unfortunate. Do you think we'll have a contract for Gilmore 2022? He'll be money. Yeah, I think he's going to cost him a lot, but that is the name of the game. That's the name of the game, bro. I like Matt Corral a lot. I'm a fan of Matt Corral. But yeah, Carolina Panthers formula, rinse and repeat with these injuries. Yeah, man, it is what it is. It kind of is what it is. It is what it is, man. Can't wait for him to leave so we can throw bombs on him. I don't. Yeah, that's funny. If he goes to New Orleans, we could attack him. But man, listen, I don't know, bro. It's frustrating. Yeah, this is another thing to look at too. I was thinking about this same thing. Like Cam comes back and then everything goes to shit immediately. Like, CMC gets hurt, Dante Jackson gets hurt. And again, I'm not stating that the injury to Dante Jackson is huge. Obviously, the injury to CMC is way more impactful. I do think we have the horses to compensate for the Dante Jackson injury. So I listen. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Everybody's saying they're tanking on purpose. They're putting guys on IR. I'm looking up Dante Jackson's PFF right now. Let me take a look at his grades, just to kind of see how he wasn't doing bad. And there should be a press conference later today too, so Let me know if y'all happen to see the press conferences go live. Let me know. I'll kind of stream those live for you. But we need answers, B. We need answers. We need answers. But yeah, we're getting more people in the room right now. And as you can see, you clicked on the video, Dante Jackson is going to IR, season ending IR. His season is done due to a groin injury. And as we just discovered, Dante Jackson has had a groin injury in the past. This is something he dealt with in 2019, missed 3 games due to a groin injury, missed 1 game in 2019 due to a hip, missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or he was questionable with 7 games due to his toe injury last year. I know he played in some of those games, but he tried to make it happen. But yeah, man. I don't know. So I guess let me put this poll. I'm gonna put a poll question up in the chat in the chat. It's gonna be a question in regards to what we do with Dante Jackson. So just give me 1 second to get this question up. Um, Again, while we wait for this, man, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button too if you haven't done so. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. But I'm gonna put a poll question up live. Give me 1 second, and I want y'all opinion. I'm gonna put a poll question up. That's not the poll. Sorry, give me 1 second. For some reason, it's not letting me put the poll question up. All right, here we go. Should give me once. I'm putting a poll question up right now. All right. So poll question is up right now, and the question is: should the Panthers re-sign Dante Jackson? It should be showing up in a second. Here we go. It should be showing up. Should the Panthers re-sign Dante Jackson? Check that out. Give me an answer. I want to know. I think my opinion on this. My opinion on this is that even at a discount, like I see you guys saying, even at a discount in the chat, I think that it may be time to move on. The injuries again, we talk about Christian McCaffrey too. Like the best ability is availability, right? You cannot continuously be hurt or play injured, right? That because your play is affected by injuries, right? If you're constantly hurt, those injuries add up. So, from my personal opinion, I think that I don't think we should resign him. I was on the fence even before the injury, but now that he has the injury, he's got a rehab. I personally don't think that we should resign Dante Jackson right now. I think there are other options. I think we can do better given with guys that we have on the roster. We give those guys the opportunity. I think we can sustain without Dante Jackson. Yes, I hear you guys. I also see, yes, you can move him to free safety. We've been talking about that for years and it has not happened. Like I'm tired of talking about hypotheticals on moving guys around. Like we've said it. The coaching staff hasn't done it. We've said move Dante Jackson to free safety. We think he'd be good at it. It hasn't happened. Probably not going to happen. The players, the pay drops from corner to being paid a cornerback to being paid a free safety. Nobody's going to voluntarily play free safety on a contract year because the pay difference, right? So I don't think we can talk about it, the hypothetical, but it's not happening. We've talked about moving Christian McCaffrey to slot receiver. It hasn't happened. We got to stop it. We can talk about it all we want to, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening. So you cannot trade Dante Jackson anymore. Like he is an untradeable asset. First of all, he's hurt. The trade deadline has passed. That's a no go. It's not happening, bro. You can probably try to swing something. No, because he'll be an unrestricted free agent. So at this point, it's a sign or resign. There is no ability to trade because at this point you have to do a sign and trade or something like that. So there's no point. It's over. Like either you're gonna sign him or no. So I want to see what you guys are saying in the chat. If we re-sign him, because right now I'm seeing 72% of you guys are saying no. 72% of you guys have said no to re-sign it. Again, take the time to answer the poll. We've got 101 votes. 72% of you guys say no. If you said yes, give me a reason as to why we should re-sign Dante Jackson. Let me see it in the chat. Give me a reason as to why we should re-sign Dante. Because I feel like when you have answers on the roster, you have CJ Henderson on a rookie deal, you have Keith Taylor who's balling out, and if you could potentially resign Stephon Gilmore, you've got AJ Bouye. Like I think we're fine. I think we're fine, man. It's unfortunate, bro. It's unfortunate, man. But I think we kind of plan for this. Truth be told, I think we kind of plan for life after Dante, and I think it's the proof is in the pudding. As much as Matt Rule loves him, I think that was one case for him staying. Was that Matt Rule, every time he talks about Dante, is great. Dante, we love Dante. He's a leader, and I will say this: he has stepped up as a leader this year. I went to training camp. I saw him huddle up the guys. I saw him as a vocal leader just from a distance. I've seen it. I'm not inside the locker room. I don't have that kind of access, but I've seen it, bro. I've seen it. He has stepped up. So I'll give him that. But I think Matt Rule, Scott Fitter were preparing as if we were going to live without Dante next year. Look at all the moves, all of the corners we drafted, the cornerbacks we signed. We drafted 2 cornerbacks last year. We've signed additional corners. We've traded for additional cornerbacks. The writing is on the wall. The proof is in the pudding. Just check it. Just look at it. So, but yeah, man, that's just kind of where we are right now. It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. Dante Jackson is gone to IR. ICP says I'd resign because he's a better option in Bouye, and only if we can get him at a decent price. If money is the issue, just resign. Not so much better. I think I like Bouye. You got to remember, Bouye has a 2-year deal. Bouye is here next year. Bouye has a 2-year deal. He's on the roster next year. The guys you got to worry about re-signing is Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore is the guy you got to figure it out. If Stephon Gilmore walks, you still have J.C. Horn. You guys, remember, J.C. Horn is still in the tuck. J.C. Horn is still here, bro. Like this team, if there was a situation in regards to health, we can take a blow here. We are fine at cornerback, bro. We are fine at cornerback. Bouye should go to free safety. I mean, maybe we haven't seen it. None of these guys have lined up at free safety. Let me see if I can find out where Dante Jackson is lined up primarily. And I'm going to pretty much guess it's going to be all outside. He's lined up primarily outside, but I can tell you the answer to that. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, left cornerback, right cornerback. They're just kind of putting them on. So it's really, there's really not a particular play. He's lining up primarily cornerback. There, he wanted that outside cornerback money. That's why we talked about, hey, Dante should be a slot. He should be a nickel guy. He should be this. He should be that. But Dante Jackson was on a contract here and looking to get paid. Okay, Dante Jackson is not going to voluntarily move to a place that limits his pay. Okay, he's not going to move to free safety voluntarily, right? He wants to get paid. Cornerback, outside cornerback is that way. That's the way to get paid, right? That's the way to get paid. That's the way to get paid. So trade Donte for you can't trade Donte. Donte, yo, guys, let go of the trading. Donte, the trade deadline has passed. You cannot trade him. He is an unrestricted free agent going into next season. You're not trading Donte. Donte cannot be traded for the final time. You cannot trade Dante Jackson. The trade that ship sailed when the trade deadline ended. He's not going anywhere. Nobody's getting traded unless they're under contract, and that has to happen at the opening of the next year's season. You cannot trade anybody. He's done. His season is done. His time with the Carolina Panthers is likely done. I don't know. Again, Matt Rule loves him, bro. Matt Rule loves him. So, but if you look at the tea leaves, like I said 1,000 times, look at the tea leaves, bro. We drafted cornerbacks. Going back to last year, we drafted Troy Pride, right? We drafted going into this year. We drafted J.C. Horn. We drafted Keith Taylor. We traded for C.J. Henderson. We traded for Stephon Gilmore. Like the writing is on the wall. I think we were preparing for this, healthy or not, right? But just to reset the room, we're starting to get more people in the building. Dante Jackson is on IR. He is with a groin injury, and he is done for the season. So just to reset the room there. So yeah, that's the situation, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. And there's some ladies in here too. I apologize. Shout out to all the ladies we have sub to the channel. We appreciate y'all too, because y'all be smarter than the dudes sometimes. So shout out to all the ladies and gentlemen that watch this podcast. But yeah, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's just crazy, bro. I'm trying to see if they're gonna give us a press conference. There should be one coming up here pretty soon. But I'm getting a couple questions on Twitter. Let me answer some of these questions on Twitter. Some people, Danny Proudfoot asked me, do you think they're doing this for the what have you done for me lately factor? The last 2 games, he didn't play great, so we don't want to pay him much to keep him. If he demands any type of money, he's gone. Too many guys to pay. That's his opinion. I think it's interesting. That is one way. He has struggled the past 2 games. That's a fact. Over the last 2 games, he's been getting carved up pretty good. Okay. And could this be a saving face situation where we know he's legitimately hurt? This is the groin, and I'm not saying he's faking an injury or something like that. I wouldn't say that for Dante Jackson, especially on a contract year. There's no way that he would voluntarily go on IR on a contract year just to kind of be done with the pen like that. That I don't think that's the case. That is not the case. But what I'm saying is that could the Panthers be saying, we've seen what we have to see. Now it's time for us to get our other guys on the field. Maybe that's one way to look at it. I don't know. Another everybody's saying on Twitter, they're saying Dante's gone this year. Gone next year, excuse me. They don't think they're going to re-sign him. Somebody's asking me, do you think Alec B? He's asking me, do you think this is another thing like Christian where they're saving him for next year? I don't think this is like Christian. Christian is under contract next year, and Christian McCaffrey is essentially the face of the franchise. So these are two different scenarios. Dante Jackson is not under contract next year. We have to re-sign him. So I don't think we're necessarily saving Dante Jackson for anything. I think he needed to be on the field to get paid. He needed to justify his value. So he had to be on the field every chance he got. So I don't think so. Let me see. I'm just looking at Twitter. I'm trying to peep through Twitter and see what's going on. Let's see. I'm just reading stuff. What's going on? Just reading these. Twitter is savage, bro. Twitter is so savage, man. Some of these joints is funny. Uh yeah, shout out to Sheena Quick. Sheena Quick says with cornerback Dante Jackson going on IR with a season-ending injury, the Panthers have lost their 2 week one starting cornerbacks. Yes, that is accurate. J.C. Horn and Dante Jackson are now out of here on IR. This is tough, man. This is tough. This is tough, bro. Tough news for the Panthers. Tough news for the Panthers, man. What up, everybody? What's good, everybody? But yeah, hit me. I see. Do you think CMC to IR so he can be healthy for a trade? Yo, Seeker, we have to sign him first. You cannot trade a player that's an unrestricted free agent. So what you're asking us to do in that scenario is that you're asking us to re-sign him because we have to re-sign him first in that scenario and then trade him. And that was just stupid. I think that if Dante, and this goes back to what I've said about Curtis Samuel, what I've said about multiple players, and what I've been critical about the Panthers organization is that we oftentimes let cornerbacks walk for no reason. Or excuse me, we let guys walk for no reason, not cornerbacks. Excuse me, we just let guys walk for no reason, right? Um, we if a guy is not going to be a part of your long term plan, trade him. Get an asset back for him. We did it with Curtis Samuel last year. We did it with a couple of guys. Like we had an opportunity to essentially trade Dante Jackson and flip him for picks or something else. And now he's going on season-ending IR. Not to say that we saw this coming or anything, but he's going on season-ending IR. Oh, CMC, my bad. My bad. CMC. My fault. My fault. I did jump on you. My bad. You said CMC. I'm trying to read all these comments and I'm mixing everything together. My bad. My bad. But CMC is not being traded. No. CMC is not being traded under any circumstances. His contract will not allow us. It's too big of a dead cap to eat. We are not trading CMC. My bad. We're not trading CMC. He's not going anywhere. CMC is not going anywhere. Let it go. CMC is the face of the franchise. His contract is so there's so much money guaranteed in his deal right now, especially with the restructure. We just restructured his deal. That kicked more money into the future. CMC is not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Zero. Zero chance. Zero chance. Zero chance. Zero chance. Reggie says, appreciate the super chat. Reggie says, much respect to you and Dave. Y'all really should be on somebody's payroll. Let Dante walk. Y'all on Big Cat and the Screaming Crew. I don't hey man, no shout out to Big Cat, man. No disrespect to Big Cat. I don't have nothing to do with that. He said that. Shout out to Big Cat, bro. Me and Big Cat are cool. We don't got no problems. Fire Matt Rule. So that was that shot again. That shot did not come from me. That was that man's super chat. So I don't want y'all going back to Big Cat saying Shy said this. Me and Big Cat are cool. We have no problems. We have no problems. All right. So it is what it is. What it is. Oh, this is funny. Trill says Sir Per gonna be on IR next week. That's funny. That is funny. They said the mascot gonna be on IR. Um, yeah, man, it's funny, bro. It's funny. But yeah, hey, listen, I could tell y'all, I can show y'all why Christian McCaffrey ain't going nowhere. Let me show y'all while we're at this. Since we're here. Um, since we're here, you can do this exercise. I didn't do this last night. I probably should have. This is a good exercise for y'all, man. I really want us to become more educated as a fan base, right? This is a learning opportunity for everybody. I think, I want you to be able to understand how my brain works and why I'm sometimes you guys think I'm negative, but I just look at things different, bro. I just have a different mindset. But let me show y'all why Christian McCaffrey ain't going nowhere, and let me explain to you why this ain't go, this is a pretty messed up situation. Um, Dang it, this isn't expanding right. But I hope y'all can see this. I can't make this. Let me try a different browser. Give me 1 second. Try a different browser because I didn't like the way that looked. All right, can y'all see this? There we go. Perfect. That's perfect. This is what I want y'all to see. No, so having him switch positions, that ain't, I mean, that's offensive coordination. They can ask him to switch positions all he want to, but that's offensive coordination, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with his contract. You got him under contract. You can do whatever you want with him at this point. Now you can ask him to play the quarterback if you wanted to. Like the contract doesn't dictate what you do or what position a player plays, right? That ain't got nothing to do with it. That's just offensive coordination. They've got to figure that out. Now, what I want y'all to see is that under 2022, under next season, what y'all are asking us is to trade trade Christian McCaffrey, right? If we trade Christian McCaffrey, we're going to eat this $26 million in dead cap. You see all this guaranteed money, this restructured money, this uh there's a bunch of guarantees that go into this, right? And we're gonna have to eat this. All that guaranteed money he at signing, we're gonna have to eat all of that. And that's where this $26 million come from. So what you're asking to do is to essentially trade somebody, eat this $26 million in dead cap, and allow somebody just to get Christian McCaffrey for $11 million per year, right? Of course, somebody might want to jump on a trade. They might want it, but it's not a situation where we want to trade Christian McCaffrey. We backed ourselves into a bad situation. First of all, giving him the deal, right? And then when you restructure the deal, you double down on the deal. You kick money into the future, therefore causing more stress on your cap, right? That dead cap figure. You're adding money to the dead cap once you restructure. So anytime you see a restructured deal, just keep in mind it's short term gain, but in the long term, you're gonna pay for it, right? So we made like Slim said, like like Slim said, we made the bed when we paid Christian McCaffrey. Not only did we make the bed, we added a comfort mattress on top of it when we restructured. What's the most comfortable? Those pillow top mattresses. We made the bed. We bought an extra mattress to lay so we could be super comfortable. And now we got to sleep in it. Now we got to sleep in it. Basically, this is the answer. You never pay running backs. I've been saying this. I've been saying this for a while. I was on the Christian McCaffrey train. All right. I was on that train. All right. But when you talk about team building, when it comes to team building, you cannot pay running backs. Yeah, a Tempur-Pedic, bro. Yo, we made the bed, bought a Tempur-Pedic, and now we got to sleep in that joint. We got to sleep in that shit. So Christian McCaffrey, everybody talking about trade Christian McCaffrey. No. Once again, we made our bed. We bought the pillow top mattress. We bought the Tempur-Pedic. We got the super comfortable pillows, and now we got to sleep in that joint. It's just the reality of it. You don't pay running backs. You can find running backs to duplicate the production, or you can duplicate the production by actually utilizing your wide receivers. That'll help, right? You got capable wide receivers, use them. If you need a running back, get a power running back. You want to be a run first team, go get a power running back from somewhere, right? What we're asking Christian McCaffrey to do, He should be a slot receiver. But we haven't seen it. We keep asking for it, and we haven't seen it, bro. We haven't seen it. So again, like I said, just to circle back around, Christian McCaffrey has a $26 million dead cap hit. So if we trade Christian McCaffrey next year, you're asking us to take $26 million in a cap hit next year. You want to see how that works? Let me take you guys to Over the Cap. Shout out to Jason from Over the Cap. He's my guy. I'm able to. I have a premium account which allows me to email him with any questions. So again, when I talk about stuff, it's educated. I don't just make shit up. Okay. Let's talk. Let's do this hypothetical situation, right? You guys want us to trade Christian McCaffrey? Let's pull up the calculator, and you guys can do this. Have fun with it. But you guys want to trade Christian McCaffrey? Let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. No, we're not gonna trade him. We're gonna trade. We're gonna trade Christian McCaffrey because that's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to trade him, right? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if this one works. I'm not sure if that one's accurate. Let me pull up there. C-Mac and Le'Veon Bell, prime examples of why you don't pay running backs. Le'Veon Bell, Todd Gurley. The list goes on and on. Freeman. It's a lot of running backs. Anytime running backs get paid, it's the most. It's a really tough situation, bro. It's a tough situation. It's a tough situation for running backs. You never pay running backs. You just don't. They go downhill. They get utilized. It's a sad situation, but the running back, you've gotta use them and find another one. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks, but that's just the case, bro. That's the case. Let me see if I can find their calculator. Let me see. Sorry, I'm not focused. I'm trying to focus here. I got a lot going on. Let me see here. Let me see. Managed roster. Let's see. Trade. I don't know what y'all want to trade him for. Let's trade him to, I don't know, the Bills. Just hypothetically speaking. Let's trade him for I'd rather do picks, but they don't have picks here. I don't know. It's difficult to simulate this, but we'll just say I can't do this live because I got to make it make sense. It won't make sense to you guys unless we do this all. But I'll do it later. I'll do a second video for you to make it make sense. But yeah, it just doesn't it doesn't make sense to trade them, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen, bro. So listen, I say it all the time. I should be Samir Suleiman's assistant. I would like to intern with Samir Suleiman. But yeah, exactly. We're paying K1 Short 11 million, Kuechly 7 million right now, and we're paying Teddy Bridgewater. Like that's how dead cap works. You want to when you cut a player or you have that dead cap, it's bad cap management. That tells me that you paid the wrong player. You paid the wrong dudes, right? So that's what dead cap equates to. When you see bad cap management and you see we continuously lead the league in dead cap, that's what that is. That's what that is. All right. So we consistently lead, and right now we rank 8th in dead cap already for 2022. For 2022, We already rank 8th in dead cap money. See if I can find it. So here's the dead money. As you can see, we are close. We're close to the top. Close to the top in dead money, right? This is 2021. 2021 dead money, right? Again, this is just what you're asking to do is us to eat more dead money by trading Christian McCaffrey, or if in shout out to Aaron from Unnecessary Bluntness, what we're asking Aaron in that situation, we're going to restructure or uh you know because we know Sam Darnold's not going to be around long. What you're asking to do is to kick dead money because eventually you're going to cut him, right? You're going to cut him and kick money into the future, cut him, and he's going to end up on the dead money. And so you go to 2022. Oh, we've gone down some here. We've gone down some here. At one point, I checked, we were 8th. Oh, no, I didn't organize it. Here we go. So 2022, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Already in dead money in 2022. Already. With $7 million in dead money. We ain't even started. This is a great point, Keith. 40% of our cap right now is going to players not on the roster or on IR. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yep. This is good. Good point. Good point. I'll do this. Look at the teams. Look at the teams that don't have a lot of dead cap. Colts, Bucks. The Bucks are they structured their contracts so great. I shout out to their GM because if you look at their contracts, they don't have a ton of dead money. Sometimes they front load their contracts. When we're playing catch up, most of the times we backload our deals, and then at some point we realize that we paid the wrong dude. You cut him, and now that's where we are. You end up with dead money. But look at these teams: the Bucks, Bills, Packers, Seahawks. Usually they're having a rough season. Cardinals, Bengals having a great season this year. Chiefs, Giants suck. Ravens. But look at these teams. There aren't too many poorly run teams at the top, right? These are going to be playoff teams. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all from a cap perspective, right? Even go to 2022 and organize it. Look, the Bucks, they only have $160,000 right now in dead cap in 2022. Browns, another one. GM Andrew Berry came through, running that thing right. The Rams, Giants suck. Chargers, they're getting the ship together right. Cardinals looking good. Like the Titans look good. Like these teams are well-run organizations, bro. And this is true. Steven, you're right. You're right. The Bucks do have Brady, who they will restructure their deals. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But well-run organizations attract those guys. You want to know why? Why did Tom Brady go to the Bucks in the first place? They had a defense that was going in the right direction. They addressed their offensive line. The offensive line was solid. That's why he chose to go there. Right? So again, you could talk about Brady and their cap situation now, but they also attracted Brady. So it works both ways. It works both ways, y'all. It definitely works both ways. I lost my mouse. Give me 1 second, y'all. I lost my mouse. I think my batteries went dead. So give me a second. Oh no, I just turned it off by accident. But yeah, man. So that's kind of where we are. That's where we are right now. So I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. We got to do better. Again, just to reset the room. We kind of digressed and got off topic. But Christian McCaffrey went to IR yesterday. Now Dante Jackson is on IR, and can we salvage this season at this point? Can we salvage this season? I don't know. I told y'all Positive Shot went on IR weeks ago, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, bro. I really want, and again, I get up here and I complain. I do complain sometimes, I'm glad I have this channel because I can really speak my mind and kind of I have people to talk to. You guys allow me to vent and I get to get my thoughts off, right? And so thank you guys for that, by the way. But I don't want to come up here and complain, bro. I want to come up here and celebrate the right moves. I don't want to be a habitual complainer, right? I don't want to get up. I'm a Panthers fan, bro. I want this team to be successful. I don't like complaining, but I'm going to call out the bad moves when they happen. I'm not just going to accept every move as a good move. If it's a bad move, I will call it out. And half the time I'm right. I'm half the time I am right, bro. It's just true, bro. It's not to toot my horn wrong. I wish I was wrong. I wish I was wrong. But half the time, more than half the time, I'll be right, fam. The glaring instance where I was wrong, you can call me out on it, is Shaq Thompson. I was wrong about that deal. That deal was great. We got him. He's playing well. You can call me out for that. But I don't want to get up here and complain, bro. Bro, a 5-step process to fix the team. You know what's funny is please everybody go back and look at what I did last year. I gave you a 3-step process last year, and I talked about the Super Bowl window. I talked about keeping Teddy Bridgewater for a year and drafting a quarterback and having Teddy Bridgewater be that bridge quarterback, and then you have your rookie quarterback starting. I talked about that. I talked about getting rid of the dead weight. I can do it again. I can fix it. I can do it. But are they going to listen to me? And they're not going to listen to me. No, they're not going to listen to me. Shout out to Dave. Dave is in the building. Dave says Donte is done in Carolina unless he takes a pay cut to stay. And why would he take a pay cut to stay? If it's me, I'm going to get my bag. But yeah, he's right. Dave is right. So I don't want to get up here and complain, bro. I don't want to get up here and complain. I don't want to get up here and call. I want to celebrate, bro. I want to be in a situation where I can be like, that was a great move by the Carolina Panthers. I want to celebrate the moves that we made, bro. I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate, fam. The March on Mint. Y'all keep asking me if I'm gonna bring it back. If y'all want to do it, I'll do it, fam. If y'all want to do it, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll organize it if y'all want to do it. This is true. Dave is right. Injuries might prevent him from getting the bag. Only played at a high level for a few weeks. This is true. He's only played one complete season, all 16. So Dave is right in that too. He's right. He's right. So, yeah, man. I don't want to complain, bro. I really don't want to get up here and complain every week. I want to celebrate. So, the 5-step process to get us back, it's a great idea. I will do it. I will do that. I commit that to you guys. I will bring the 5-step process. I would like for the season to complete first so I can have a full look. So I may wait until the season is over to do it. But I may start some things and kind of give you some tea leaves on what we should do. But yeah, I will do that. I will do that. Who can they let go to free up more cap room? It's a loaded question. That's why I want to wait to see the entire season complete, because Cam Irving, I'm looking at him number one. He's number one. I'm looking to let go. But again, all that too is going to add to dead cap. When you continue to get these guys and you pay the wrong people, you are continuously adding to that dead cap. And so, again, we keep taking these lumps. We keep getting punched in the mouth by paying the wrong people. Sam Darnold, another one. Big, huge contract, Nick. 18, well, not huge. For a quarterback, it's really not a huge deal, to be honest. But it's 18 million for a player that is not going to contribute to this team at a high level. And so that's just where we are. But I will go through the whole thing about cutting the dead weight. I did this last year. I did the same thing last year. Go out, find the money. Who can we find the money from? Who can we restructure deals to? Who can we? Because we're going to need to open up some money. Right now, I think we have about 30 million in cap space. could get up to as high as 35 with the rollover. So we're gonna need to free up some space to make some moves, but it's gonna be from the right people. I'm not gonna restructure Sam Darnold's deal to free up cap space to put us. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. We got to take that. We got to take that 18 million. Unless Sam Darnold turns out to be the backup, and they're gonna roll with him as the backup for the next 3 to 4 years, I would do it then. But outside of that, I'm not personally restructuring Sam Darnold's deal. I'm not doing that. He's not the guy. I think PJ Walker is a better backup than Sam Darnold, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, it just is what it is. But yeah, I don't know, bro. What do we do with CMC? Absolutely nothing. CMC will be on the roster. He's not going to be traded. He's not going anywhere. He's gonna rehab. He's gonna get healthy. CMC will be back next season. You're doing nothing with Christian McCaffrey. Nothing. You don't touch his contract. You don't restructure his deal. You leave it like it is. You made your bed. You bought the Posturepedic. You got the comfy pillows. You bought the pillow top. You made the bed. Now we got to sleep in it. Matt Paradis, no. Matt Paradis' contract is different. He has voided years on his deal that accelerate if he does not restructure. So it's complicated with his deal too. It's complicated. All this stuff is complicated, bro. It's complicated, man. It's not easy. This is going to be a difficult rebuild, bro. This is a difficult rebuild. I'm going to be honest with y'all. From a cap perspective, it's not easy. Because you got guys with and Matt Paradis' situation is complicated too, because he's an aging center and he's got voided years at the end of his deal. And we need to either restructure his deal or eat the $9 million. And that's going to be added to dead cap. So yeah, you've paid Matt Paradis his money. At this point, it's about finding the right cap structure for it. So that's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. I do need to eat lunch before a meeting. I have a meeting. I do work, y'all. By the way, I want y'all to know that I do work, but I do have to. I do dedicate some time to y'all when I can. So I got to get back to work. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all that stuff, man. We got a lot of content coming. I will do the series on how to fix the Panthers, how to get it right. I will do that from a cap perspective, what we should do moving forward. I will commit to doing that. I will drop some more draft content. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Just strap in. Let's see what we can do, salvage the season. I do want to celebrate something, bro. I don't enjoy coming up here every week and complaining. I don't. So let's see if we can try to find some positives. Again, if you haven't seen Dante Jackson to IR. But that being said, like, subscribe. I'm out. Peace out, man.